No Derrick Henry in the league championship. Need some waiver wire pickups. Yeah, so a couple deep league considerations. Hassan Haskins, of course, is the natural handcuff. I think that he's going to be the guy who gets the majority of snaps, majority of carries, majority of touches. This is a player, 4th-round pick out of the University of Michigan, who ran for over 1,200 yards his final season at Michigan, caught 18 of 20 passes, and almost all of those came in the second half of the season, where Haskins was really involved at 2 or 3 targets pretty much every game. And if you're unaware of how college goes, like, running backs usually aren't as involved in the passing game. So for Haskins to get 2 or 3 targets per game near the end of the season, that's a testament to him improving as a player throughout the season. Also, yeah, he caught 18 of 20 passes, so a 90% catch rate at his final season at Michigan. He had a 72 receiving grade his final season at Michigan. So that was a pretty good number. I'm happy with that. And if I'm picking a guy who's 6'2", 228, who has draft capital, I'm pegging him over an undrafted free agent who's 5'11", 228. I think that Hassan Haskins is the preferred player. Plus, he's been the preferred player. He has twice as many carries as Julius Chestnut on the season. So I think, Robin, I'm leaning that way. If you're trying to pick up players off the waiver wire, let me also see if there's a few other trending players that I could recommend. Right now, Isaiah Hodgins, of course, is a hot name. I love Isaiah Hodgins. I was on the Goat District podcast a couple weeks ago, and they asked me for a deep cut league winner, and I said Isaiah Hodgins. And Isaiah Hodgins has been wide receiver 22 or better in 3 of the last 4 weeks. So you tell me. Greg Dortch is also very interesting, but I am concerned that how replicable that is. Wide receiver 8 in week 16. I wonder how replicable that is. Robbie Anderson really didn't do much in that week 15 game against Denver, and Dortch was coming off the thumb injury against New England. Maybe Greg Dortch, Jahan Dotson, of course, Tyler Algier, of course, depends on the size of the league as well. Cam Akers, naturally. I'm just looking at some of the biggest trending players here. If you need volume, Zach Moss is there. Drake London has been an interesting. I know that these players are probably rostered in your league, but these are some of the most trending waiver ads this week. DJ Chark is interesting to me. Those who are new to the show and like the content and find it helpful, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. I'm not as in on Kendrick Bourne as other players. I had a lot of him in best ball drafts at the beginning of the season before the season started, but this was finally the game that he hit. It was the first game he had over 60 receiving yards, week 16 against Cincinnati. Only 57% of the snaps. You'll take it there. Richie James is an interesting cut if you don't want to roll with Isaiah Hodgins. And then Rashid Shaheed, of course. I'm in on Rashid Shaheed. So there you go, Roman. Those are some players that you could consider in your waiver wire as interesting eyebrow-raising pickups.